Alright, what is good, everybody? We are back. Oh, didn't mean to have that way. Alright, so now we should be good to pick up where we were before. Hopefully can get a run going up through. I'm not sure how far we'll actually get for this, but I don't know why it looks like MGBA is off in the pixel thing. Does that fix it? One, two. Oh, wait. I feel like this always happens, where something gets just a hair off. Anyway, whatever. We're gonna hop back into things. We remembered to equip orange berries this time, so we should be good. Actually, with that flinch, Turtwig actually beats it. Sick. And we got another quad resist again. Adamant not to. Something else, man. Something else. Alright. Bind. Good there. Not gonna try and overthink too much through this early game. Not gonna try and overly take our time, or also not, absolutely rush through everything. Just kind of a steady pace of getting used to everything. It does kind of suck you don't get cherry berries before this specific fight for this bounce Magikarp. This thing's always beating me down. Guess that's the one nice part about going multiple grass types to begin with. Flail Magikarp, you are not scary. Until I get paralyzed, and then it's all over. Sometimes I wish you had unlimited money so you didn't have to worry about some of these. Okay, probably get these berries, because you always want to bring in cherry berry to this. I feel like I can just lead with Ponyta, give everything cherry. Except for maybe on Turtwig, we'll just keep Orin to deal with the Famfi. Alright, nice. Don't love attract. We'll just go through it. Too easy, baby. Too easy. Got the cherry berry. It's funny when you get stuck in early game. Some of these mons that do really well into the early game actually feel pretty good, even if they don't scale very well. So you get overly attached to them, even though you wish you could have something that was good late game. When you're getting to the point where you're doing real runs. Did 12, so it should be good. Don't love Cute Charm there. Just switch. We're so slow. Even at -1, we get outsped. Oh, that's so bad. I think overly worrying about what you get dealt, though, doesn't really make too much sense. Just try and think about the positives. Figure it out as you go. It's funny that even this thing has attract for this fight. Really just want you to be stuck in a track tail forever. Stomp gets the flinches on top of it. It's a whole thing. Did that Paris have any bug moves? Let's see. That has bug bite. This could be good for Eggy. I don't think Lillipup's very helpful for this upcoming fight much at all. I think we'll use Natu for the Krogunk. Should be good. Everything in orange. Recently I've been playing a fair amount of Elden Ring, and I've been purposely like over leveling for fights just because I'm bad at the game. Much better at strategy games like this. But part of that was like, I had this boss that's not even like one of the main bosses in the game. It just so happens to be like a boss. We got a lot of bosses in that game, but anyway, so the fact that I actually had to sit there for like 2 hours, more than one session of like being able to like beat this guy because you had to do the combat on a horse was just I just think it's fascinating how poorly I did with all of it. Oh, I misdid that. I thought Absorb was in the slot. I thought it would be. It wasn't. No biggie though. Should be Fake Out. And Confusion should Oko. Yep. Aggie can't KO us. We should do. Wow, that does so little. That's amazing. Thus be it why we have Parasect. If we had switched in on Confusion, that could have been problematic a bit, but still had Ponyta, so no big deal. Oh, I've learned my lesson. You buy balls before you leave. Make sure you just never run out. Never fun learning that one the hard way. Trying to do this on speed up always feels a little silly. There we go. Off to Dewford we go. I should heal up. Actually, Paris have Stun Spore now? Yes. Cool. We'll use that. Throw Orin on you. I love the fact that you, like, technically have limited Orin berries, but they might as well not be. So this thing's supposed to help with the early game quite a bit, so I guess we'll see how that goes. Especially if it's Hitmonlee. Heard that can take 3 on Roxanne, so I'm very intrigued to see. I don't want to find out whether that kills or not. I should have plenty of balls to catch this while paralyzed. I actually like that name, Scuffle. We'll see how it evolves once we get everything. Let's see. Will we have another horsey run? Hey, it's Choodle. That's the guy. And I don't really want to get hit with any sort of rock move, so Do a quick little switcheroonie. Lotat's probably not a great option here, but I don't even know if it has a rock move yet. I think it's still only water type. Oh, I actually think this nickname is kind of funny. Oh, snap. Because it's a snapping turtle. Got him, coach. Oh, the things that being stuck in early game hell will have you be saying. Soon enough, we'll be able to get through this like it's nothing. But for now, it takes a little bit of focus, time, and patience. Although I feel like even when people have gotten used to the game, it sometimes takes them a while. It's crazy we keep hitting horsey here. Oh, just deep. Actually, deep seas. Deep sounds a little innuendo-y. Alright, let's get all the guys. Oh, I guess everything just got a higher level cap, so why don't we deal with that first? I don't think we get any evolutions here, but if we do, I guess that would be cool, but I don't think... Oh, I guess we get Lombre and Herdier. So I guess that is some power spikes. And Grotle. I just kind of take Grotle for granted. Fake Out, probably one of those things. Best moves it gets. Didn't even mean to scroll down to this, but sure. Round. Actually, what level does Natu evolve in this game? 22. That could actually be a pretty good use of rare candy. So I'm not sure whether we'll go for Parasect or for Xatu for Brawly. Chant, I think I'm okay. Xatu usually ends up being frail enough that it's not usually worth running. Heck's just a bad move. I don't think we checked whether Herdier is going to be Intimidate or not. Guess we'll see. I don't think this thing evolves to like level 20. I think it's based on higher attack or defense. Let me see. Tyrogue. Let's see. I'm gonna have to use Bulbapedia. Let's see. Higher attack gets you Hitmonlee. So we're gonna end up with a Hitmonchan. Which, like, it's not a problem. Wow, this thing has 4 attack and 5 speed. That's pretty rough. But hey, it's at least an A-OK fighting type, and we at least have one for the early game. It's looking like this box should be able to get through Brawly, I think. We'll see how it goes. We at least should have a normal resist, I think. Wait, Choodle, level's at level 22. Oh, we're gonna have to use the rare candy for Dreadnought, maybe. If we don't get something else. Odor Sleuth, yeah, we'll get rid of that. Because that or that normal resist is big. There's so many Pokemon that want that rare candy on this run. Oh wait, I forgot to do Horsey as well. Bubble Beam. The way he mixed this makes it sound kind of like Persona music. Wait, that was Sand Rush, dude. This Herdier is so bad. Relax, Sand Rush. This thing's shell armor, which is sick. 19 attack. It's really weak on the special side, but I don't think that really matters. I think this thing's stats that actually matter are pretty solid. 1 special attack is really rough. Probably gonna have to do something else for Combustion this time. Which is fine, because it's not that great a Combustion answer. Let me just dump everything in the box, and we'll put it in the calc. Then we got Fisherman Elliot. These are more of these fights where you can just kind of throw your grass types in there and it just kind of works out. Forget Lombre of... Oh, I should actually bring Parasect. Paris. If that is your real name. At least for this part, like for Beach, I think Herdier should actually be good just with stats alone. Although, is its best move really Tackle? Dude, that's rough. The coverage isn't bad, but Tackle's a little rough. Okay, here we go. Kill that off. Switch for the Lombre. Take your Teeter Dance. Please don't hit yourself. It's not what we talked about, Paris. You were supposed to be useful, remember? You were supposed to do something. Alright, our Lombre is actually faster, so we can kind of use that to our advantage. Mega Drain just kills from here. We actually get more by not using Fake Out. One of the weird situations where that actually happens. Does Lombre die to this peck? Crit. Nope. Okay. Then we got Ruin Maniac George. It's just kind of the same thing every time. Need to go get Ponyta. Oh, actually, we have Tyrogue, and Tyrogue sucks. Does this actually... doesn't even have a fighting move. Okay, how am I beating Munchlax? Yeah, Tyrogue has no shot, because Tyrogue has base 35 stats. I don't know why they made this thing so useless. Like, it's weird. Herdier literally does 25 to 33. Does anything two-shot this? Grodel's the closest. Alright, so what we do is no matter what comes out, or when it comes out, we just kill it. Straight away, just start attacking. And then we should be able to KO. Alright. Get a nice little Oko, even with basically no special attack. Alright, let's double check this calc. Horsey has a really shitty range. Oh boy. Alright, Horsey. Don't let me down, bro. And you're dead. Let me double check something. Okay, I should have just switched to Grodel. It lives at +6. I didn't even know that. Alright, so we're just gonna reset then. At least we learned that basically you don't even need a fighting type there. You can just use Grodel. You chip and then you Grodel. You just have to bring back up for Sandygast. Good to know at least. Feels bad, man. Okay, got Turt. Oh, I didn't mean to. I meant to nickname him. We'll go to the Pokemon Center. It won't be a problem. Hexagon, I feel like might be cool to use. Mostly feel like Obstagoon could be a beast. That thing in Radical Red. Oof. Could do anything. Now, part of that was because it learned Sucker Punch and learning Sucker Punch in that game is crazy. One thing that playing like really difficult games will do for you at least is your mentality of like just not getting mad. I do think that part can improve. Just having infinite mental, perfect patience. How's this guy looking? Neutral nature. Attack isn't the best, but everything else is solid, so whatever. Oh, man. Ugh. Off we go. Trying to think of things I actually even want to talk about. I guess we could kind of talk about current state of like old gen versus new gen type of shit. One thing that's been happening is basically a lot of people who enjoy ROM hacks like this tend to be the people that hate on newer gens, like specifically 7 through 9. Like X and Y, there's enough nostalgia. Dude, I don't want to run Finneon. What level does this thing evolve? Is this at least helpful for getting out an early game? It evolves at 20. Okay. You know what? If you can help me get past Brawly, cool. Anyway, as part of that, sometimes, like, things I've seen happen that I kind of fall into this category. I enjoyed Sword and Shield. I didn't like Smogon competitive for Sword and Shield. Just because, like, it starts, like, the way the power creep's been happening, it makes it feel very a lot more prediction reliant than it used to be. Like, if you get a turn wrong, it feels a lot more punishing at certain points, a lot more 50-50 coin tosses, and some players are good at that. That's never really been what I've been the best at. Oh, please, please be huge power. Please. Anyway, so I basically found myself wanting to play, like, Advanced OU, which is Gen 3. I never was a huge, like, previous gens player until basically Gen 8, when got sick of Gen 8. And realizing, and the ridiculous amount of power creep there has been in Gen 9 has really pushed the envelope on that. Like, it doesn't even make sense why the stats jump so much. Some of these Pokemon have better stats than, like, the box legendaries, which is crazy to think. Bugs. Okay, let's see. It's Cheek Pouch Sassy. Well, we will love him anyway, despite his many shortcomings. And in terms of, like, I feel like on the one hand, like, it's really nice that you can go backwards in time and, like, there's all these things you can do because people keep adding new content that uses some of the old stuff, but, like, they just add things like hacks, or you can play competitively, or, and a lot of it's actually accessible these days. But, man, you kind of wish you could just be up to date with all the new gen stuff, and that would be just as fun. I don't mind VGC as much, but I've never liked playing VGC. Mostly like watching. Find all the stuff going on, all the double battles again. Much more prediction heavy than it is on the basis of, like, trying to control the match. And, like, obviously this is all relative, but I just think it's interesting. You have some people where it's like they literally won't play anything that's even beyond Gen 3 for, like, speed runs or ROM hacks or battles or any of that. It's Trace. Alright, so no synchronize. But hey, routes is still cool. Yeah, I'll just keep throwing balls. Should get in. Maybe. Hopefully. I don't know, man. Lotad's pretty weak. Oh, Jesus. Routes is pretty weak. The whole concept of, like, open world Pokemon and being able to catch things, like, all of that seems really cool. It's just when the game comes out and it's really buggy, or I don't know, for me it's been more just I haven't been enjoying competitive singles for Gen 8 and Gen 9, which is ironic because, like, I actually really like Gen 7. Even though Z moves drove me nuts. Quiet, like, it's kind of okay. None of these mons are, like, wonderful. This thing has some really nice IVs, though. We'll move on. Oh, wait, I forgot to grab Old Dale. And, I don't know, I don't really see the issue of, like, quality games coming out, improving. Because, like, on the one hand, they're trying to appeal to, like, certain aspects. But what people want out of the series is so different from some areas. And the thing that, like, makes more money is whatever appeals to the most amount of people. Not necessarily, like, your core fan base type of thing. So it does have its difficulties. Alright, what are we gonna get here? Litleo. Alright, get in the ball. 2 left. But it's level 2, man. Alright, if I run out of balls, I'm just gonna go grab some. We're on the first route. It always amazes me how little Pokemon want to go on the ball when they're full HP, but it's like, we'll just take whatever's in front of us. Get in the ball. Houndoup's kind of cool. cool getting to use like different stuff. It's kind of the whole idea behind Nuzlocke, I guess. Even though in a lot of them, if you look at what's most advantageous for getting the most out of the game, or like basically for winning, is like finding the stuff you're allowed to use consistently and just figuring out how to beat the game with that. I mean, this is usually, you know, Tentacruel, Gyarados, your starter, things that have like high encounter rates essentially. Sometimes in like a base game, like for Fire and Leaf Green, this might be something like Snorlax, things of that nature. Because ironically, some of those are like really good mons. I don't know why Nintendo's always been so anti-esports. Like, I'm not saying you need to, like, make the game purposely designed for that and that being, like, the main calling card. I just don't see any reason to, like, make it bad, you know? And I realize they don't purposely make... I don't know. There's some things that don't always feel super well balanced. I guess is a way of putting it. I would just lead with Mr. Doom again. Oh, man. Ugh. I feel like one controversial take with competitive Pokemon is that hyper offense is just not a very inherently fun place for a metagame to be based around. Like, if everything is just using, you know, sticky webs and spikes offense, just because it feels like it just comes down to just mashing buttons. Just never, like, it's fun every once in a while, and it's fun when, like, you know, 10 to 20% of teams can do that and it'd be viable. It's not as fun when that's like 50+% of teams. Or like balance becomes, hey, let me throw my Rotom Wash and Landorus T on there so that they can pivot into big ol' threats. Actually, Doom should be fine. I remember how, like, controversial Volt Switch plus U-Turn was in Gen 5. Even though weather was so popular, it's like, just the fact that you could just go in and out of things so easily. Yeah. Scizor, Rotom Wash, and Landorus T all pair very, very well together. I think -1 were probably okay. Wow, Muster Purge didn't really do anything. I don't like all these drops. Lots of switching then. That should be fine. Stuck in here with me, or you get reversal, bro. Oh, God bless. Oh, grab some more balls. Apparently that route does not give you a lot of money. Just keep on moving, Wally. I feel like early game would feel even more rough if you had to have no speed up. I think most people agree on that. Oh boy. Didn't mean to click that. Always with the double click. I at least have some type diversity on this run, which is nice. Let's see, what do we get? Slammed it? Cool. This thing's actually pretty solid. I forget what level this evolves. I don't think this split is like where this thing really shines too much. Level 30. Okay, so maybe not the most early game type of thing, but definitely a really solid mon. Alright. I guess I should have stayed in there. I wasn't really thinking. That's okay, though. It amazes me this thing never clicks acrobatics. Does this have a move? It does. Once again, with the quad resist. How weak is this arm voice? It's 40, right? Fusion's 50. It's kind of cool having a fairy type this early. That's one thing we haven't really had. I think there's a Hakamo this would be good against at some point. I forget. I think I'm okay just leaving Sland it in the box. I think we'll bring it out for that Krogunk most likely. Oh, you know what? We'll probably get it for the Jigglypuff too. So I guess that would just be after this fight. That thing paralyzes every time without fail. No matter what. It amazes me that full power flail does 12 damage. What do we want to drop in the box? Oh, we don't need Lotad. Yeah, it's probably a fine lead, but... Oh, we need to grab the berries. Calm. It's actually not bad. 24 special attack and 14 speed. I will take it. And corrosion's really good, so. Cool. Oh, we need to do cherry berries on everything. Except for Turtwig could get Aura to deal with the Famfi. Really the first time we've saved so far. That's crazy. Not even really using calc for these like first fights anymore. Which I don't know whether that's a good or bad thing. Come on, bro. Just go for more T-wave action. Yeah. Well, that's not very nice. I feel like you almost have to play into Attract with this fight. Like, there's not like a great way around it. I'm just gonna play another crit here. I'm gonna run out of HP on these guys. Oh, I should have gone something besides this so I could smog the stupid Jigglypuff. Well, maybe it'll work out anyway. Oh, this could be Famfy. Nope. I guess there's no super effective move, might be why. Like on his side at least. Oh, wow, that does a lot. Guess we're playing in a crit. Can actually go Doom here. Don't have to play into the crit then. Oh, I guess Attract in this game doesn't care about gender. That's interesting. That would explain why it always works. It's basically just confusion. Except for you can't hurt yourself. I guess there's no way to defend against it, like there's no barrier or anything. Okay, Carvana can just be Turtwig. This will be eggs. Can use this for the Torkoal, or for the Krogon. I don't know why I thought Torkoal. Should be A-okay. I feel like you could make the argument for Pechaberry on this fight, but I feel like you just recover so much HP with Orin at this level that it's like not so bad. Like we're still at 30 HP. Don't love. I'm gonna have to switch. Oh, I can bring this back in if need be. I'm gonna look at what speed this has. 22. Yeah, there's no way. It's the only thing that outspeeds it. Actually, 2-shot from here. Oh, I forgot that gives him slack. I think Finneon should be okay. Wait. That's how Belch works? Oh, it's not until it eats the berry. I thought I had to use the berry to use it. That's the first time it's ever clicked Belch. And it was resisted. That's fascinating. Well, I wasn't real in love with that run anyway. Just racking up the attempt counter. I feel like I'm just gonna die to like every fucking way possible before the end of this. Infinite mental, baby. Learn something new every time. So you basically never want to hit that thing under a quarter. Like you need something that can finish it off. Which explains a lot. see. What are we in this time? Oh, you're back. Perfect. Oh. Meant to name that Skater, but Ska, I guess it is. Pidgey, the OG. Oh, wait. I don't mean to click that. I wanted a ball. Give me back my Pidgey. Give it back. I didn't mean to click that. Give me back the Pidgey. There's all sorts of stuff you can get in here. Get in the ball. Always reminds me of Blue. I could rock it with some more Houndour. Got some nice balanced stuff going on so far. I mean, theoretically with the routes, your team should be pretty well balanced given what they give you, but you know, sometimes it doesn't work out. Bond Sweet's pretty good here too. Oh, does Bond Sweet evolve? Let's see. It evolves instantly into Stenny because Bond Sweet itself is useless, and then turns into Serena with Stomp, which is at level 25. So it evolves for Roxanne. And Rickety. I can get down with some Rickety. You know what? I'm gonna absorb. Alright. Time to get in the ball. Being so stubborn. Kinda reminds me of Sly Cooper. You know what? Kinda like this 6. Not sure it's the most early game orientated, but should be a-okay. It's actually amazing how weak this thing is for a stage 2 Pokemon. Like, I think it's the weakest I've ever seen. It looks like a stage 1. And that might be purposeful. I don't know. Anyway. Keen Eye, 2 OP. I forgot to look at IVs and all that. Neutral. 1 attack, but everything else good. That's so weird. It's like almost identical to the last one we got, but it's different each. Adamant on this is a little rough, but the speed stat's good. Let's see. This thing's actually pretty solid. Alright, then 3 speed isn't great, but 31 special attack's really nice. Just anything but early bird in this game. Early bird and unnerve. Yeah, so this thing pretty much always has useless ability. Sweet fail's actually really nice. Just say speed stat's a little rough, but everything else is solid. It's not that fast to begin with, so. What about you? Quiet. It's not great. It's actually probably arguably like its worst nature possible. Attack stat's nice, so. Oh, yeah. I forgot about Spark. But that crit did nothing. I just like Pidgey. That's all. Poor Houndour. Pushing through. Oh, should put words before this. I always forget Surskit's like actually a water type. I always just think of it as this useless bug before it evolves, even though I can do some stuff. Bubble Beam's a good move for that level. Maybe that's why it got Bubble Beam. So was it completely useless trying to spam Bubble? Go for one bite. Oh, that did a decent amount. I don't know if that's a guaranteed kill or not, so I'll just switch. Yep, and that would have killed. Pink Papow. Never heard of that before. That's saying something, but my game knowledge is... Yeah, that's how you flex on, guys. The amount of Pokemon, the in-game knowledge I have. Yes, please show me, Wally. The power of the routes. Mine didn't turn out so well. Because I needed to learn all about Belch. I love the fact that on that first time I went through the battle, I tried so hard to like get it to bait out the Belch, not really knowing how it worked. How many of these do I have left? 11. Slanted's cool. Same as last time with the Hound Hour and this Landit. Interesting. Try and get through the Aqua guy in her before I have to hop off. I wonder just how much acrobatics has to do before it's willing to go for it. Cheeky little detect. Off we go. Watch, this is gonna paralyze. It didn't. Our fate is changing. I think one thing that's tough, even if you're like trying to play super like, oh yeah, full honesty, never quitting, no matter what. Like, if you're losing Pokemon to this split, like, you're never gonna get a run that's going somewhere. You're just gonna start snowballing out of control. Unless you lose, like, a Finneon or something and it's only just the one. But when it's, like, just your own stupidity, like, it's not even luck or something, you know, that has some problems. Get Orin, the rest of you can get a cherry. Love procking our own cute charm. That's beautiful. Hey, Houndour is not having it. Just went in there and got it done. Even got the poison. Sick. I don't think crit kills Surskit. I think we 2-hit KO out speed. Let's see. Are the head calcs on point? Don't want to have to deal with not being able to get through attract. Needs cherry, and then everything else needs Orin. We have much better stuff to deal with Krogunk this time. I think just having like any sort of like actual super effective move from something that doesn't get O-code is a serious step up. It is actually crazy how often that poisons. Maybe I should stop being stubborn and just run Pecha, but not the end of the world. I do have to be careful about the damage I do to this. Don't think Ember puts it in range? No. Alright, then we can go out to Rickety to finish it. Crit and drop. Sick. And then the ultimate eggs counter of all time. I guess bug moves are actually just objectively better than just double resisting. The flinch can be really nice, though. I'm actually amazed by how well it's been taking bite. I don't know if we have, like, bad attack ID or something. I forgot. Alright, we'll hop off there. We'll get some encounters next time. Let me make sure this actually saves. Alright, see you guys.